So hello everyone, I'll be continuing from question number 51 to 100. So the first question is Akbar issued Mazarnama in the year. So Akbar issued Mazarnama in the year 1579. What is Mazarnama? Mazarnama is a occasion in which Akbar invites people from other religion, other beliefs, and they hold discussions. And in case the Akbar chooses to accept the interpretation, then this is called Mazarnama. So Mazarnama is basically an initiative of King Akbar, and it was issued in 1579. Next, the largest tributary of river Indus is, so the largest tributary of Indus river is Chenab. So Chenab is the largest tributary, and it originates by forming of two streams, that is Chandra and Baga. So two streams come together and they form the Chandrabhaga, and this is a tributary of river Indus, and it is the largest tributary and it flows into Pakistan. Next, Dadabhai Naoroji was the first Indian to be elected to the British House of Commons. He was elected through which party? So Dadabhai Naoroji was elected through the Liberal Party. He was elected in 1892, and by doing so he was the first British Indian to be elected to the House of Commons, and he was elected through the Finsburg constituency. Next, the practice on nomination of members to the Rajya Sabha by the president was borrowed from. So this practice was borrowed from the Constitution of Ireland. From the Constitution of Ireland, we also adopted the DBSP and the election of the president. That is the method of election of the president and member of Rajya Sabha nomination was also obtained by the Ireland Constitution. Next, choose the incorrect options. So Kempegowda is located in Bengaluru, Santa Cruz is Mumbai, Damdam is the incorrect answer. Damdam is located in Kolkata, and this Damdam airport is also known as the Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose Airport. Next, who resigned from the Viceroy's Executive Council to protest the Jallianwala Bagh massacre? So the Jallianwala Bagh massacre occurred on 13th of April 1919, and because of this protest, the Viceroy's Executive Council member Shankara Nair resigned from the council, as well as Rabindranath Tagore also returned his knighthood that he received when he won the Nobel Prize. Next, which article of the Indian Constitution under the direct principles of state policy guarantees equal justice? So this is provided in Article 39A of the Constitution, which provides for equal justice. Article 39 means some acts is applicable to the DPSPs, and Article 48 does not exist, and 41A also does not exist. So the correct answer is Article 39A. Indira Gandhi, through the 42nd Amendment, she amended Article 39A, Article 43A, and Article 43B in the DPSP, and also 51A for international peace. Next, 58th Flag Satyagraha took place in the year. So Flag Satyagraha took place in the year 1923, and it was a satyagraha to to provide right to hoist national flag in all over India, and this took place particularly in Jabalpur and Nagpur. So this took place in 1923. Which port has been named as Deen Dayal Port? So Deen Dayal Port has been named as Kandla Port, and which is located in Gujarat. Who is the first Lokpal chairperson of India? So the Lokpal Act was passed in 2016, and according to this, the first Lokpal was appointed was Pinagi Chandra Ghosh, and he will be appointed for a term of 5 years or 70 years of age, whichever is earlier. So Pinay Chandra Ghosh is the correct answer. Next, commenting on the atrocities committed by the British government during civil disobedience movement, who said all hopes of reconciling India with the British Empire is lost forever. So, this statement was given by Vittalbhai Patel, and he said this on the occasion of the Dharasena salt satyagraha, which took place in 1930, May of 1930. So the correct answer is Vittalbhai Patel, and he said this: the world's oldest and deepest and largest freshwater lake, Lake Baikal. So Lake Baikal is located in Russia. Next, the regulator of money market in India is the role of this. So the production of and the supply of money is controlled by the RBI, whereas the capital market is controlled by the SEBI. So the answer is RBI. Money market is controlled by the RBI because in case of inflation, only the RBI can stop the flow of money, or in case of recession, the RBI can allow the flow of money. So RBI is the correct answer, and RBI regulate this power with the in accordance to the RBI Act of 1934. Next, name the winner of the 2021 Nobel Prize for Medicine. So the winner of the 2021 Nobel Prize for Medicine is David Julius, Arden, and Patapotin, and they won for the discovery of receptors of medicine and touch. And in short, they created a new painkiller. So they won the Nobel Prize for this year. Orang Tiger Reserve. So Orang Tiger Reserve is in Assam. Next, which schedule of the Indian Constitution contains the oaths and affirmation of legislators, ministers, and judges? So in order to memorize the schedules of the Indian Constitution, we need to memorize an acronym, that is TEARS, Tears of Oath PM. So T is territories, E is emoluments, and A is oaths and affirmations. So A comes under third, first, second, third. So the answer is third. So the answer is third. So if we look at the list, territories, emoluments, oaths and affirmations, Rajya Sabha, scheduled areas, other scheduled areas, federalism, and so on. And the last one is the panchayati and the municipalities. So just remember the acronym. Next, one of the seven wonders of the world is the Deepavali declaration was declared by. So the Deepavali declaration was made by Lord Irwin, and this declaration was made on 31st of October 1929, and Lord Irwin gave this status on relation to the dominion status of India. That is, the Nehru report was passed in 1928, and so in response of this, Lord Irwin passed a declaration also known as the Irwin Declaration or the Deepavali Declaration of October 31st, 1929, and this was given by Lord Irwin. One of the new seven wonders of the world, the statue of Christ the Redeemer, is in. So the statue of Christ the Redeemer is in Rio de Janeiro. Next, which of the following has not been explicitly mentioned in the preamble of the Constitution? So if we look at the preamble, it states that we, the people of India, having solemnly do. So if we look at the preamble does not talk about cultural justice. It talks about economic justice through socialism, political justice given equality, fraternity, social justice providing secularism. Next, Jammu Kashmir was acceded to the India on. So Jammu Kashmir was acceded to the India on October of 26, 1947, and October 26, 1947, and this was done through an instrument of accession by the Maharaja of Kashmir, Hari Singh, and this was signed in October 26, 1947. During the civil disobedience movement, Abbas Diabji led the satyagraha in which of the following places? So, as mentioned above, in the Dharasena salt satyagraha, Abbas Diabji as well as Sarojini Naidu led the movement in 1930. Next, Nikkei is Japan, so Dow Jones is in New York. So Nikkei is a stock market which is related to Japan, whereas Dow Jones is related to New York. Next, India's first green hydrogen plant so is located in Madras. So green hydrogen plant, what is green hydrogen? Green hydrogen is the hydrogen that is produced from water, and this was set up in Madura, and it is according to the National Hydrogen Policy of 2020, which aims to promote the production of hydrogen for clean energy fuel. Next, Nimaban Acharya has become the first woman speaker of which of the state assembly? So Nimaban Acharya, Nimaban is Gujarat. Next, the Earth rotates around its axis form. So all the 8 planets of the solar system, except for Mars, except for Venus and Uranus, rotate from east to west. Likewise, remaining planets such as Mercury, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, all rotate from west to east. So this is why we can see that the Earth that the sun rises in the east. Next, the incorrectly matched is, so the answer is Goa, because Goa is not the 26th state of India. Goa is the 25th state of India. The 26th state of India is Chhattisgarh, which was formed in 2000. Next, which of the following does not come under the ambit of the inner line permit? So this year only a new state was provided with inner line permit. Before that, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh and Mizoram were under the ambit of inner line permit for the northeastern states. And following this year, Manipur was also provided with the inner line permit. So the answer is Meghalaya. So Meghalaya is not provided with inner line permit. Next, Pakistan will be made over my dead body. Who said this? So Pakistan will be made over a dead body was said by Mahatma Gandhi when he was when the question of partition was said to him. He said that Pakistan will be made over his dead body, and this was said in 3rd of March 1947. Next, the presentation of the budget was advanced to 1 year, so this was provided in 2018 to 19. Usually the budget is passed in the last working day of February, that is around 27 to 20th February, but in the financial year 2018 to 19 it was presented in the first week of February. Which ministry has launched a Swachh Sarveshan in Gramin 2021? So this was the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, and according to this Swachh Sarveshan Gramin 2021, Indore has been declared as the cleanest city. Next, name the winner of the 2021 Wimbledon women's single title in tennis. So the 2021 Wimbledon was won by Ashley Barty, whereas for male it was won by Novak Djokovic. Next, the joint sitting of the two houses of the parliament is presided by. So this is presided by the Lok Sabha Speaker. However, the joint sitting of the two houses of the parliament is called by the president in accordance to Article 108 of the Constitution. However, it is presided over by the speaker. And in case of conflict between the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha, in case of a joint sitting, the Lok Sabha wins by virtue of its highest strength. Next, who of the following did not accompany Gandhi to London to attend the second roundtable conference in 1931? The second roundtable conference was the only second roundtable conference that Gandhiji attended, as well as the Indian National Congress, and Kasturba Gandhi, his wife, did not attend the meeting. The headquarters of the Insurance Regulatory Development Authority is in Hyderabad, and this has been provided through the Industrial Regulatory Development Authority 1999. Whereas all the financial institutions like RBI, SBI, and NABARD all are located in Mumbai. So the answer is Hyderabad. the words used to describe the shape of the earth. So to describe the shape of the earth, the shape of the earth is not actually round, it's not round, and it's not even oval. But the true shape of the earth is that it is curved in the middle but slanted at the north pole and south pole. So this shape is also described as oblate, oblate spheroid, or in in simple terms it means geoid. So it is also called geoid. So what is a geoid? Geoid is a shape in which the north pole and the south pole are slightly bended, are slightly squeezed. Sorry. Next, what percentage of Rajya Sabha members retire every 2 years? So every 2 years, 1/3 retire. Gandhiji started All India Anti Untouchability League, later renamed as Harijan Seva Sangh, in 1932. So this headquarters is in Delhi. However, this movement was started in Bombay, but the headquarters is in Delhi. So the answer is Delhi, and it was from 1932 after the failure of the civil disobedience movement. Which country has topped the world's freedom index? So for 2 or 3 times in a row, Norway has been topping the world's freedom index 2021. With regards to India, the rank of India is 142 out of 180 countries. So the rank of India is 142 out of 180 countries. So Abid Hussain Committee is related to, Abid Hussain Committee is related to small industries, particularly the micro, small, medium enterprises. Next, geostationary satellite is at a height of, geostationary satellite is usually at a height of 35,786, or cross figure to 36,000. All India Education Conference, also known as the Warda Scheme of Education, was held in 1937, and this was presided over by none other than Mahatma Gandhi. Next, which part or article of the Indian Constitution is known as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution? So Article 32, that is the writs are considered as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution. Next, the core of the earth is made up of, the core of the earth is, to remember this, the crust is made up of silicon and aluminum Cl, and the core of the earth is made up of nickel and iron, Nife. So we know that the earth is divided into three core, and the three layer, that is the crust, the mantle, and the core. So this core is made up of iron and nickel. So the answer is iron and nickel, and it is around 2,900 kilometer in radius. The main crop grown in the Rabi crop. So Rabi is a winter, is in winter season, and in the winter season wheat is grown. Which session of the Muslim League adopted divide and quit? So in the Karachi session, of 1944, in the Karachi session of 1944, when Lord Lincoln was the viceroy of India, Muslim League adopted the slogan divide and quit. Next, Kongdong village has been nominated as the best tourist village. It is located in the state of Meghalaya. Lunar eclipse occurs at, lunar eclipse usually occurs at full moon. So if you look at the opposite, solar eclipse occurs at the new moon. So the answer is full moon. Next, the British India accepted the concept of dominant status for the first time in the, this was accepted in the August of 1940, when the World War started in 1939, and the British needed the assistance of the Indians. So to please the Indians, the British government sent an AUKUS offer of 1942 through Cripps, and in that offer, the concept of dominant status was first given. Next, and the last question for today is, the exercise Bright Star is a multinational military exercise held in which country? So this military exercise is held between United States and Egypt, and it usually takes place in Egypt. So with this, the video on question 51 to 100 has been completed. I hope you all like the video. Thank you all and have a great time.